coast of America. Now, that weather front has been bringing more than its fair share of rain across parts of Northern Ireland, the north of Wales and northern England, and will continue to do so. And we've already seen some pretty large rainfall totals accumulating over the hills of northwest England. For example, in Shap in Cumbria, we've already had over 4 inches of rain falling here in little more than 24 hours. And we do have still a few flood warnings in force across the north of England in particular. Weather warnings still in force as well. They're in force across parts of northwest England, West Yorkshire and also the north of Wales, where this weather front is basically going to linger through the rest of today. So it's going to be a thoroughly wet and miserable afternoon for Greater Manchester, across the peaks in the South Pennines. The hills getting another 50 millimetres of rain. To the south of this, well, we keep a good deal of cloud in the sky, with some spots of drizzle and some strong gusty southwesterly winds. That's bringing us the mild air, but bear in mind that with gusts of wind funneling up the Bristol Channel and reaching around 55 miles an hour, there are travel restrictions on the Severn crossing on the M48. Heavy rain continuing to pour down for the north of Wales, and the rain will return to southern counties of Northern Ireland, hopping across to Scotland, something a little bit brighter to the north with a mixture of sunny spells and scattered wintry showers. And it's Scotland that play last year's champions in the Six Nations rugby. They're travelling to Paris, where it's also going to be cloudy and breezy, but on the mild side, and you can catch full live coverage on the BBC. We'll keep those strong winds here overnight as well, blowing across England and Wales, and still pretty gusty too. The weather front never really moves too far, kind of wobbling across the central portions of the British Isles, and it's the front that separates the cold air to the north to the milder, windy conditions that we have across southern counties of England and Wales. So for Sunday morning, we start off with those windy conditions and the weather front's still there. And if anything, the rain will turn a little bit heavier as we go on through the day, first across Northern Ireland and then across northern England, with Cumbria again in the firing line for some heavy rain. And as that rain makes its way north of the border into Scotland, we could start to see a little bit of snow falling across the central lowlands of Scotland, but not settling really above anything above 200 metres or so. Now, next week, the weather front changes its mind and on Monday turns southwards, bringing cloud and rain fairly extensively across England and Wales. But that clears away, and Tuesday is the day that most of us will see some sunshine. Whatever your plans this weekend.
Was it? No, indeed, over the last few days.